the remakes. Make that Garchomp an absolute monster.
Yep.
And if anything, turn it into an even worse monster. In the good way, worse.
I got a message to say that we're alive.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, that's on the wrong screen. The wrong things. Sorry. Just trying to turn around and everything. So yeah. Been a while for pack openings, but health has kind of ruined that. Look at my new hand! My hand's changed from being in hospital. No, that's Alex's. The buttons don't work on him.
Yes.
Return to sender. Oh, jeez.
No.
Those little... I can't remember the name of that. I can't remember the species, but... Babu Frick, your brother's kind of screwed up on this thing.
Yes.
This is why I prefer HK droids.
Yes. No. Yes. No.
And yes, the Ahsoka trailer is awesome.
Yes.
Or, as I also call it, Rebels Season 5.
Yes. No?
You know what we need? I shouldn't be leaning on this table.
Probably not.
Okay, I was not intending that music to be the one that plays, but... There we go. I kind of like that. The default music is kind of my favourite of the three.
Yeah. Same.
Okay, I'm going to turn it off because I don't know
how that's going to come across on
Not just that, I am also more concerned about, given who the show uses for music copyright, even though that wouldn't be on the soundtrack discs, I would assume anyway, they might start to throw it in because why not? But yeah, I don't want to invoke the wrath of Avex.
At the same time, then you'd kind of have to have, I mean, they'd probably end up like
hitting all the review
channels as well.
Yeah, but given the way Japan kind of treats copyright laws, think about the amount of people who often still end up being hit by Nintendo Japan for video reviews of a game.
Yeah, there has been. I did
even when the US and European teams are sending those games out, and then it's a case of, we've been copyright struck, even though you gave us the game, because Japan just doesn't pay attention to what their other divisions do.
I did see that someone's speedrun videos was getting taken down a lot recently. I can't remember who it is, but I did see that someone's I mean, especially Zelda speedruns have been taken down.
Yeah, I think mostly it's often just due to the music that they don't at least try and cut down as much, which is why I keep the volumes on my games somewhat lower. But yeah, I mean, obviously Nintendo Japan is not as bad as they have been, because I think they've got fed up of the European and American teams just screaming at them, hey, we're having all our people scream at us for your actions. Just sit there in the edge. There.
Yep. Come up with the magic symbol. Yeah, I just noticed it was slightly in view.
Yeah, I said it would look weird on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, quickly, pull out a magic card.
I don't have any of them.
You had one job.
Doesn't come across very well. It says praise the sun.
Yeah, but right, so quick thing as to why we got two of the same box. So in the run up to like sort of around the Black Friday, Christmas period in sales, I bought from two different stores when I was looking for new box packs, and I kind of lost track of what I'd ordered and picked up the same one, which was, you know, a good reduction. So there's a good chance I might have a complete set for a change.
Potentially, although the secret rares might be a little bit tougher.
Yeah. Get closer than I have before. And then Alex bought... that's heavy. So I didn't quite pick it up right. This thing. So...
Flesh and blood.
Scan the barcode. It'll do you no good.
Indeed. Right, let's just
put that on the side so I can put one of these out the way in a minute. Little not a really... 4 o'clock, wow, an early one. Yeah, I am having... Oh, jeez. Hey, well, this is not a late one for a change.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Live on the internet. So...
Hello, how are you?
Alright. So...
You guys are busy.
Yeah. So, well, you can get, like, some bits organised while... Oh, well, this is actually... That, so... So, shut that out the way.
Well, you could probably open them simultaneously.
Well, we'll just see how each box goes, I think. A way of doing it all. Yeah, you have to do sandwiches, please.
2 sandwiches?
Yes, please.
And the sandwiches are ready or need to make it?
Oh, you need to make them, yeah.
Okay. With butter?
Butter and Marmite, please, yeah. So, just keep the box aside because I need to put these in afterwards. So, yeah, I'm not so worried about doing the alternating thing today because, yeah, got a lot to open, so it's also not going to be a game just because of how much is going on, so. Right, let's see.
Hey, straight off the bat, one of the cards from one of my favourite archetypes from the newest
Brigand's
set.
Brug. It's got little anime eyes on it.
Yeah.
Dragon Lightning. S-Force Professor Digamma.
I do like S-Force, they are kind of cool.
Yeah.
They rely on sort of like a column mechanic, where basically you can trigger an effect which affects everything in the same column as an S-Force monster.
I remember there being an old spell card.
Sorry for disturbing you. Would you like to toast them?
Not toast, no.
Only just apply
Just,
the butter?
yeah. Butter and Marmite.
Okay, 1 slice or the 2
2
slices?
slices.
Okay.
Tri-Brigade.
I think you're thinking of
Monday
Senate Switch.
I can't remember. Anyways, first shiny.
Super rare.
Psychic Eraser Laser. Why is there a Metal Garurumon in the artwork? It literally looks kind of like Metal Garurumon, just corrupted.
Maybe? It's hard to see.
I mean, that spirit one. Got rule what?
Oh yeah, I can kind of see what he's saying, yeah. I think that might be like... I don't know what that could be actually.
War Rock Slayer.
Oh yeah, the War Rocks debut in this set as well. They're like a very combat-focused archetype.
Reinforcement of the army's troops. I remember that old spell card.
Yeah, the classic. Still limited to 1.
Breath of Acclamation. Ritual any wind monster.
So,
Not even a ritual card itself. Well, a ritual spell card itself, just a generic spell. Kind of an odd... Because all the other ones that were like, yeah, you can summon any of a X category.
there must be something else to this.
The card can be used to summon any wind ritual monster. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field whose total levels exactly equal the level of the ritual monster you ritual summon.
Yes, that should have been a ritual spell.
Yeah, because that was a dark version, it was one of the first ones.
Yeah.
And it was a ritual spell, so...
I think there was an Earth one which was called Earth Chant.
Yeah, so... That's such an odd one.
Yeah.
Right.
Not sure why that's not a ritual spell. Unless that's like a misprint. Like they just forgot to...
Or they sort of I mean, it depends like how popular, like... Because obviously you've got a load of ritual search cards, so maybe it was to try and cut back on certain ritual aspects.
Maybe, but there's not really that many wind ritual monsters that I can think of.
Virtual World Gate Zoom.
Oh, is this the set that debuted the Virtual Worlds? Virtual Worlds is a very good archetype.
I mean, the big monster kind of makes me think of the whatchamacallit from 5Ds. The
Cynodragon?
No, not the Cynodragons, the other ones.
Mechlord?
No, the sort of like based on the Nazca lines.
Oh, Earthbound Immortal.
Yeah, because it kind of has that look on it. Like with the sort of like lineage design.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Not sure what that card is meant to be. What that monster in the artwork's meant to be. It's probably like...
Tease of maybe their ace card or something.
No, it's not their ace. I think that might be perhaps the level 6 synchro? Maybe? Oh yeah,
Machina. Unclasper.
It's German.
Yeah. Yeah, because obviously expanding that from the 4 that existed before.
Unclasper.
Yeah. Just want to pop them up on there, please.
Here?
Yeah. I think the only other bit really is can like the kitchen just get a wipe down with like a disinfectant wipe there in the cupboard next to the fridge.
Okay.
Bottom shelf. Thank you.
Would you like to have an apple juice?
Blackcurrant, please.
Pardon?
Blackcurrant.
Blackcurrant?
Yeah, blackcurrant squash. It's in the top of the tool cabinet. Sorry. Yeah. So how's this one tie in with the others? This card's out of your hand except by drawing. You can special summon it. You can special summon the rest of the turn except machine monsters. The card's normal summon of 6 and 1 machiner from your deck to the graveyard except this one, which is pretty much the same as all of them. Okay, so just like literally mill your deck.
Yeah.
Well, it can summon itself and can mill your deck, so...
I mean, it's time with the level 10 one.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there's another Ojama.
No, not even just... not necessarily being Ojama, just the design.
The designs of all the Ojamas are weird.
I mean, yeah, this one is just not even, like... I don't know, I just do not like looking at it. Giga Thunder...
This
Go
one?
close. Yeah.
2 glasses?
No, just one, please.
Oh.
So add one target, one pendulum, and one monster. Oh, okay, just swap the battle positions of that. Well, no, that's the pendulum effect. And then, geez, this is just everything. I know, all it's missing. Oh, it's a tuner. All it's missing is I know. I mean, just being both pendulum and tuner is crazy. So no other main deck subtypes, isn't there? Because obviously ritual is off the list because, you know. I guess, yeah, all we're missing is union on this damn thing, and it's all you kind of...
Spirit.
Yeah, spirit wouldn't... Yeah, but spirits don't really stay on the field anyway, so... But yeah...
Then for a pendulum monster, you might want it back in your hand to then put it in the pendulum zone. It was kind of like an archetype that did something similar, but they weren't exclusively spirits.
I mean, this thing can return a card from your pendulum zone to your hand when it's destroyed in the pendulum zone itself. So, but still, that's pretty handy if you want to reset your pendulum.
Yeah.
Fabled Abanak. It's a little beaver.
Yeah. Eating a demon.
Such a generic demon design we see in a load of other animes.
Yep.
But yeah, so expanding out the Fable.
Ooh.
Heavenly Zephyr Miradora. That actually looks quite cool.
Yeah, that's one of the secrets.
Should I make you a bed?
No, as I say, if you just sort of give the kitchen a sort of wipe through, please. Yeah. The activation. Okay, so you can't negate its effect. Opponent special summons a monster with 2k or more attack from the extra deck, except during the damage step. Can special summon this card from your hand. If this card special summon, target one face-up opponent's monster special summon from the extra deck. Neither player can activate that monster's effects while this monster is face-up on the field. Can only use this monster's effect once per turn. So fairly defensive though, but the fact it can shut down something powerful, something ability-wise that's powerful is not bad.
Generic dragon goes in your dragon deck.
It would anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would go in though if I still had it, just because
it's not a light or a dark.
Well, no, I had a few other types. Thank you. Because it was more. Obviously, it was a revival dragon deck rather than. Yeah. So I had because obviously Master Dragon was a key part, which was fire, and Exploder Dragon, which was earth. I mean, those were like the backbone of the deck alongside Darkness Metal. So.
Springen's Blast.
Yeah, they don't look like springs. So, move.
Oh, there's the wind ritual.
Yeah. Raging Storm Dragon Buford 9. Looks like a sort of design you would see in Final Fantasy. Are we looking on the thing over here? All right. Sorry. Sometimes it's hard to tell with having to look behind. Can only be ritual summoned with Breath of Acclamation. Oh no, you can, with it. Wait, was that the name of the...
Yeah, it was.
That's interesting. It's another one of those... Because we've had ritual cards which are designed for archetypes as well. Or, just ritual monsters that are not really tied to any particular ritual card, or a ritual card that was designed to only do like 2 or 3 creatures, because Ritual of Destruction.
Yeah, I mean, you also have Necros Mirror, which is for like the Necros archetype.
Yeah, so you get like some different ones on that. Another reinforcements. S-Force Specimen.
Now, the interesting thing with S-Force is that they're kind of part of like a 3, like an archetype.
You know what?
story.
The first name that came up though when I saw S-Force?
What?
Spatian.
Oh, yeah.
Spatian Force Specimen. 'Cause that would actually sound like a thing.
Yeah. But yeah, so they're actually tied in with 2 other archetypes, I think. Plus 1 extra card as well. In fact, I think it actually shows in that last card there, one of them. Right, here. That character there, I believe, is Psyframe Driver from the Psyframe archetype.
Yeah.
The other archetypes that are tied in with this are the Time Thieves, as well as just IP Masquerena.
We have Wind Witch Blizzard Bell.
Wind Witch archetype's always been quite an interesting one, I felt.
Neroi, the Dream Mirror Disciple.
One of the
kind of looks like it would belong in the Lightsworn archetype, just from design. Though...
Lightsworn's an interesting concept, it just doesn't really work well.
No, this one wouldn't go with it at all, but
No,
I was just saying design-wise.
Yeah, I know, I was talking about the Dream Mirror archetype.
But you just said Lightsworn.
I meant Dream Mirror. Because Dream Mirror, essentially, they have 2 field spells. One which is a dark side of the mirror, one's that's the light side.
Well, it says you can swap the thing when it's summoned to dark.
Yeah, so basically each character has like a light side and a dark side, and you can basically swap between them.
Anything else?
No, that's all good then today.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
No problem. It's okay.
Actually, are you able to just hit the light switches as you're there, please? Oh, no, they're just here. So, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's getting a little dark. So.
Should I close the curtains for you?
Yeah, if you do the bedroom one, yes, please.
Yes, okay.
So, yeah, so it's... Yeah, because this one... if this card's special summoned by the effect of a Dream Mirror monster, if Dream Mirror Joy is on the field, return 1 spell or trap your opponent draws to the hand. And if Terror is on the field, you get to draw 1 card. And then shuffle 1 card from hand to the deck, so...
I think Neroi is one of the only ones that doesn't have a dark form, potentially.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, yeah, sorry about all this.
No,
Thank you.
okay.
Bye.
Good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
S-Force Showdown.
That's the Time Thief one, where it shows a Time Thief in the artwork there.
Very... I like the high-tech pistol he's got.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's all sort of futuristic. Sort of
Another Armed Dragon Lightning. Ooh.
Materiactor.
Gigadra.
Materiactor.
Discard 1 card. Special summon... Okay, now this one probably would have ended up in my dragon deck. Discard 1 card. Special summon 1 level... Oh no, it has normal, so it has to be a normal monster, so no, that wouldn't then.
Oh, Hunter Dragon.
No, but I wasn't... Yeah, but obviously that didn't quite fit in with the whole revival and... Because obviously the idea was, sacrifice the Exploder Dragons to clear the field, pretty much, and then anything else would, either then suicide attacks or take a blow, but then they would be resurrected and whatnot. Yeah. And obviously, like, special summoning out Exploder Dragons again or searching out things, so yeah. Because if this was, say, just special summon a level 3 or lower dragon monster from your hand or decks, that would have got me out an Exploder or the Masked Dragons so I could thin the deck a little bit.
Yeah.
Or a couple of other like low-level dragons had, but they, every card had an ability, which would benefit either protectively, thin the deck so I can get the bigger stuff out, or lead to the destruction or revival, like centre theme.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of a pity. You cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck except XYZ, and I kind of relied a little more on synchros, even after the XYZs were out, so...
Yeah, I mean, Materia Actor's a weird one, like, they didn't really get that many cards for them.
Speaking of synchros,
Synchro
that really just looks like how the anime. Just with how they'd animate. Apart from the fact they put lightning rather than just a big energy beam.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just cool to see that they basically recreated a style from the anime.
They do that a lot with synchro-related cards.
Nowadays, anyway. They didn't really do it in the early ones.
Yeah, but it's because it got quite iconic, so they use it quite a bit.
Yeah.
For synchro cards, which are generic synchro support.
Yeah, what is this? Immediately you have to resolve synchro summon one monster using monsters you control. Basically, this is effectively just synchro in your opponent's turn. During your main phase, except the turn this card sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from the graveyard to target one synchro. Oh yeah, and basically reset the synchro as well. So not too bad.
I'm just going to take the film off that.
Dual Avatar Ascendants. Nope, not the Avatar we'd want.
Oh yeah, I know Dual Avatar Archetype. That one has like barely any main deck monsters.
Ice Breeze Refrain. Okay, so for Wind Witches. Steel Star Regular. What the fudge is this thing? Design of this weird thing.
It's a Steel Star Regulator. Have you never seen one of those before?
No.
Oh, they're very common in the real world.
Yeah, but as I'm not normally looking at what's in the packs anyway.
I was joking.
It's a pity that say Gigadara would. If it wasn't for the ability limiting to just normal monsters, I would have. Because they could have made it like just special summon any level 3 monster, but you can only use this card's effect this monster's effect once per turn. Or just lock it to the name.
I think it probably would have made it too good.
Well, like I said, just lock it to dragons or something, or to like dark, or they just put a different locking mechanism on it. They could have. I mean, if it was dark, it wouldn't be too good for my decks. I don't really think anything level 3 or lower was dark. It was mostly the other types. Another professor. Digital bug. That makes me kind of think of like what would be a support card for Morphtronics.
Yeah, no, they're their own archetype.
I know, but obviously, just looking at the design, it puts that in my head. And it also has a battle position change triggered ability.
It does, yes.
So it really kind of fits like it would.
Another bonk.
Yeah.
Hey, another Springans. Pidor.
Kind of makes me looks like a mechanical Goron from Zelda.
The main thing that all the Springans have in common is that they can attach themselves to an.
Oh, I like the design on this one.
Oh yeah,
Otohime.
Virtual World was a very good archetype. It's not good now. Well, it's still good. It's just not as good as Terrailments and Sprite and Runic.
Try monsters, or if you want to control a psychic or worm, you can normally summon this card if you're doing this card's in your graveyard. Okay, so yeah, I'm not too understanding. I knew they added worm into the thing, but I obviously never quite understood how they fitted in.
And they're kind of like.
Oh yeah, because she's the one on the trap card.
They're kind of like a different type of dragon.
Yeah. That's dragon.
Yeah. They're more like mythical, sort of, more legend based.
Entirely mechanical.
Yeah.
This card like spits in the face of the type it is. I mean, I know there've always been some cards like that, but like. This just feels like more than more than what I remember seeing.
I mean, the archetype was half psychic, half wind.
Armor Dragon Ritual. So Knight of Armor Dragon to summon with it.
Oh yeah, there's a ritual monster. Springan's cool.
And Dream Mirror Recap. Such a weird art card. Again, it's like it's just taken out of an anime. Obviously not Yu-Gi-Oh, but some random slice of life anime or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like the source of that artwork. Right. sort of artwork they decide to go with at times makes you really scratch your head. Why can they not do something cool like Pokemon does occasionally with like clay monster photos or something like just do some cool stuff like that. Another Mirror Disciple.
The Unclasp.
Fairy Archer Ignore. Not a bad design actually, that one.
Reminds me of the rank 6 fairy fairy card from one of the Zexal sets. In fact, I think
I might keep that one, so I'm going to put that one up second on the set.
Fabled Marcosia.
Again, it looks like something that looks like a corrupted like Darkwing / Blackwing or whatever you want to call them. Like I can, that's off the top of my head, but it looks like a corrupted one of them.
Yeah.
S-Force Platina. Yeah, kind of just generic looking, unfortunately.
She's a pretty decent one.
I'm saying the art design, like the art, just saying, kind of looks generic.
I think the one you really want for the S-Force is one I think called...
be careful when leaning, remember, up that far.
Pendulum
Encore. Oh, hey, that's a... Who's that dragon?
Oh, certainly not a Odd-Eyes Penguin Dragon.
Another specimen. Reinforcement to the... Stairway to the Fabled Realm.
It's a field spell for Fableds. If your Fabled monster attacks the opposed monster and you have less cards in your hand than your opponent, to get 200 attack for the difference of card. Oh yeah, because I remember the Fabled want low card count in the hand. And then because I know some people did use ways of forcing more cards in your opponent's hand. So combine that one in, that would have been... That existed back then. That would have been a pretty nasty card. Yeah.
To utilise another Armed Dragon Lightning. Guitar... Gunnard's Dungon...
Something.
Yep.
It's a sea serpent.
Yeah, I mean their armour kind of gave that look away without me even getting that far.
Yep.
So it was either going to be Serpent or the Aqua Warrior, whatever it was called, type.
Sea serpent.
No, but there was like there was a warrior water category.
Sea serpent.
Yeah. Was that? I thought there was another one because it was Aqua, Sea Serpent.
Sea serpent.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I'm just thinking what they were kind of called in their Japanese name. Radiant Vorescent.
You might be thinking of Kaiser Seahorse or something.
Yeah. When this card's normal summoned, while your opponent controls a monster, discard one card. So any number of... Okay, so yeah, this not quite would have fitted in. But not too bad.
Another Giga Thunder.
I do like the core thing. All that, though, that core at the minute makes me think of is the... sort of automatons you're fighting in Fallen Order. Underdog.
There's another secret rare, Underdog.
Just such a weird, beat up toy look for all the monsters. During your turn, negate the effect of all face up monsters your opponent controls. During your opponent's turn, negate. Oh yes, yeah, that's kind of risky.
Yeah.
There's probably a good combo with it.
Probably not.
Another cool. Well, someone probably worked something out. May not necessarily be meta, but they're still probably just like a 1 in a million chance. Yeah, this can just devastate.
I think people would just use Skill Drain. Skill Drain's legal now, so
yeah.
Probably just use
I get this. So this, when does Skill Drain come back out? Then
it's already out.
No, I mean out of the ban. If you say it was illegal at some point, banned at some point.
I can't remember when it came back.
Because I remember when I ended, it was on 1.
I think it was always at 1, and then it came back to 3 a bit more recently.
Yeah, because depending how old the Blazing Vortex is, this could have been an attempt they decided to do initially as a way of letting people have more without having something as powerful as Skill Drain. I don't know. It depends on when the timing's all lined up. I mean, this is card number 92, so I can't remember if it was the 80s or 90s that were the...
It's up to 80 is where the main set...
Yeah, no, but I mean which way round it was for the Japanese promo re-releases, and then the new cards.
Well, they kind of altered based on the set. Sometimes there's more Japanese cards than TCG exclusives. Sometimes there's more TCG exclusives than
Part of me feels this would be a TCG original.
Yeah, I think it is.
So it might have been an idea, maybe say the Western team were like, well, people want skill drain, but we can't, so let's just make something that allows quote-unquote skill drain.
Maybe.
And then, wouldn't it have been funny if they, literally, this was the last set before the ban list update, and that was when skill drain got unlimited, and they're just there sitting there like, well, that was pointless. War Rock Ordeal. Oh, hi. I can't see who's there.
Oh,
sorry. Right, so it'll be dusk most likely. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't spot that. Sorry, the screws behind me, so it got Maybe it was Steve, I don't know, because obviously both use it, so...
Yeah, one or the other.
Yeah. Oh, sorry I didn't spot that soon. And then, a card to go with it.
Orpis.
Yeah. What the fudge is up with his butt?
It's
got like two little spiky things coming out of the rear of it. Let's just not dwell on that.
Uncomfortable to sit down.
Yeah, let's just not dwell on that. I always find it weird, like when they make people with tails sit down. It's just like, how does that work with the structure you've designed when they're just sitting in a normal human chair?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm not a scientist that would understand these things and whatnot, so I'm not going to question. Ooh,
that would
Springed the Iron Dash Dragons.
It's not quite a Springens card, but it does tie into the Springens story.
No, it's glaring a little too much. It's probably got more light on. Oh
well. I say the Springens
story. Fallen of Albaz. So yeah, it doesn't even... its requirement doesn't involve them.
But in their last effect it does.
Yeah. This card's in the graveyard, and at the end of the turn, you can add to your hand or special summon one Spriggans or Fallen of Albaz from your deck.
Yeah.
So I mean, it can almost set you up to bring out another one at the same time.
Kind of. Except it's during the end phase, so it's like...
Yeah.
Well,
if it's in your opponent's turn.
I mean, yeah.
So, cause it doesn't say whose end phase, it just says...
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, what...
And most likely it's going to go in your opponent's turn.
Or, what will end up happening is that you use Springen's Merrymaker's effect to send itself to the banish, and if there were two or more Springen's cards attached to it, you can send one, I think it's one Fallen of Albaz fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. But you can only do it during your opponent's turn, and then the monster, and then Merrymaker comes back during the end phase or the start of your next turn. But essentially, that does it on your opponent's turn. You send Sprint to the graveyard, allowing you to, or any other one, special summon out of Fallen of Albaz. Albaz's effect allows you to discard a card to fusion summon one, Fallen of Albaz fusion using a card on your side of the field and your opponent's. And then you're doing that during your opponent's turn. That's how that would do it.
Anyway, we have Heavy Metal Foes Algam. Yeah. Kind of like the Jetpack when Twin Fire Sword thing. The face is just still another one of that one.
Amano Kajuki. Amano Kajuka.
You can give this control of this card to your... Once per turn during the main phase, this card's owner can quick effect. You can give control of this card to your opponent, then you, the activating player, can make this card become any attribute.
Yeah, that sucks.
Unless your opponent is running again, this was probably from an older is where you'd run like a pure attribute deck, and because there was some cards that only triggered buffed or everything if there was the same attribute.
It still sucks.
No, I'm saying though, unfortunately, that would have been the only time it would have been viable in the early years.
It would never have been viable. If you're giving your opponent a free card, it would never have been played. Electromagnetic
Rifle. That's literally what this will stand for. Tribute 1 machine monster. I mean, not too bad. If you've got a powerful machine monster, which is basically dying, you can do that. Good little. I mean, nice little kick your opponent in the face when they're about to kill it.
Yeah.
Tilted tray. Oh yeah, the greed archetype stuff. Another icy refrain.
Dogmatica Genesis. That ties into the Fallen of Albaz story as well.
Metal fusion. So obviously you just fuse out.
Yep.
One of those alternate polymerization.
Let's go through this a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Open 2 packs at once.
Yeah. Another Ojama.
Tri-Brigade Rendezvous.
Praga.
Spriggan's Pedal.
Oh, Captain that makes me think of Diggernaut from Metroid Samus Returns.
Yeah. S4 Showdown.
That is working, yeah, good. Thunder Giglops.
Machina Unclasper.
Warrock Fortier.
Ooh, Spriggan Ship X-Blower.
Jeez, that is just... What is it trying to be? A missile launcher or a boat or a freaking jet?
That's the ace monster of the Spriggan's archetype. Very good card, that.
Fabled Treason.
Tilted Try.
Chivalrous Path.
Dual Avatar Ascendance.
Ritual again.
Armored Dragon Ritual. And Icy Breeze Refrain. I do love that card. You should read it.
Choose one of your opponent's monsters, zones, or spell and trap zones. Detach any number of materials. If you do, destroy the same number of cards your opponent controls in that chosen zone, and it's adjacent monster zones and or spell and trap zones. Oh, jeez.
It's also got the tag out effect that Merrymaker gets.
But the fact that, you take out, I mean, that's basically almost like the normal setup here. You get rid of 2 cards, it requires 2 monsters. You could just nuke like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have to detach a card per card you want to destroy. So, it is a bit more...
Oh, I thought it was just destroy 1 card and then you nuke the cards next to it. Also.
Yeah, that would have been really cool if it was like that, but unfortunately it's not.
Yeah. Sorry, it almost reads like that's how it plays.
It does. That's how I thought it was originally as well, until I actually used it on Master Duel.
Yeah. Parametal Foes, Melcaster.
Spriggan's Pedal. We've got Professor. Armed Dragon Blitz. Tri-Brigade Rendezvous.
And we're going to... This one's shiny. Ancient Warriors Rebellious Lu Feng. And I apologise to anyone who actually speaks that language, or is the...
This is also a good trap card. It's good for like the counter fairies decks, because it negates summons.
Linear Equation Cannon.
S4 Specimen.
Stairway to Fabled Realm.
Archfiend Staff of Despair.
Another Ritual.
Linear Equation Cannon. And then the little birdie again.
I'll move that so it's more reachable.
But yeah, that is a good trap card. I do like it. I think it negates a summon.
While this card is in your monster zone, send to the graveyard 1 continuous trap in your monster zone. That's a special summon from the spell and trap zone. Negate that summon.
Yeah. And it counts itself as well, so...
Yeah, so basically it's destroy another trap monster.
No, it doesn't destroy another trap monster. You tribute a trap monster to negate a summon of an opponent's monster and destroy it.
Sorry, I missed the thing. Pink.
Another Professor.
Knight of Armor Dragon. That dragon just looks so weird on the head.
It really does, yeah. Radiant Vorescence.
Blizzard Bell.
Got the Captain again. Got Neroy.
Another 4 tier. Yeah.
Mahavilo, Light of the Heavens.
And that looks like more it would be a dark monster.
Yeah, but I think it's because it's a reference to the original Mahavilo. Dual Avatar Ascendance, Synchro Transmission, Spriggan's Call, and Parametal Foes Fusion. There. Yeah, they do like making sort of upgraded versions of classic cards like Mahavilo.
Yeah.
This is the first Rocky. That one's one of the better ones. So it's normal special summon.
Oh, there's that one from that card.
Oh yeah, Aura Fist. Aura.
There with the name, you think it'd be more about punching than shooting.
Yeah. This one, target one Great Sand Sea Gold Gondola or one Spriggan's monster in your graveyard and add it back to your hand. That's why that's a pretty good one. Got Amalgam, Captain, Melcaster.
Yeah, pull down the last.
Constella Caduceus. It's a new Constella monster. S4 Specimen. Stairway to the Fabled Realm. Icy Breeze Refrain. And Archfiend's Staff of Despair.
Come on, Junie. Armed Dragon Blitz. Double Punch.
Yep. Oh, there's
Armed Dragon Thunder level
Armed
3.
Dragon. That's like the first Armed Dragon.
The actual monster, anyway.
Yeah, the actual monsters.
Send one monster from your hand to the graveyard. Send this card from the... so you have to spend a card to level this thing up.
True, but generally...
And you get to draw a card.
When they level up, though, they do tend to get, like, card advantage. We got Guitar Gnards, Dagunis,
Fusion,
Neroy, Digital Bug Registrider, Knight of Armored Dragon, and then Ultra Rare Armed Dragon level 10 White.
Oh, jeez. I don't know, something about not having like the armour in a different colour just looks kind of wrong.
That's actually a reference to when Chaz was part of the Society of Light in the GX anime.
Yeah. But like I said, it just looks wrong not having at least the armoured colour.
Yeah. Pendulum Encore, Dream Mirror Recap, Dogmatic Genesis, and Spriggan's Blast.
This is like the only machiner in the set.
Might be. Or they're higher rarity.
Right, again. And Blizzard Bell. No, that one.
Another Dream Mirror Fusion.
Tormentor. 2 Dream Mirror monsters with different attributes. So yeah, this is one of those ones that counts as both attributes at once. Yeah. It's also light while it's on the field. Can once per turn basically use... you can use each effect once per turn. When a monster effect is activated on the field zone, you can negate it. That's if Dream Mirror Terror's on the field. And if Joy's on the field, tribute this card, special summon one Aurelios the Dream Mirror Urking from the extra deck.
I think that might be the other fusion.
Yeah. So it probably has the ability to tag in.
Got another pink. S4 Showdown. Fabled Marcosia. Amano Kujaki. Ancient Warriors Rebellious Lu Feng. Ancient Warriors Saga Chivalrous Path, Steel Star Regulator, Dream Mirror Recap, and another Dogmatic Genesis. We're running out of space on the table.
We'll obviously put these away before we open the second box. Disciple, Iron Dash Dragon, Melcaster, Amalgam. Ooh, Gigaboros. Not quite an Ouroboros, but nearly. Because it is trying to eat its own tail. 2+ level 3 monsters. 500 attack and defense for each card in your hand. Yeah, we're only 500 to start with. You can detach one material from this card. Attach one Macerator monster from your deck. Not quite. No, it wouldn't have been one I'd use.
Yeah. Radiant Vorescence. Cool. Digital Bug Registrider. Guitar Gundus, whatever's. Fairy Archer Ingunar. Fabled Andraith.
Oh, jeez.
Do you want to read that?
Special summon. Opponent discard one card to negate this effect, and otherwise you draw 2 cards. Then discard 1. If a monster is sent from your opponent's hand to the graveyard, except during the damage there. Yeah, you're moving so much, it's hard to read my eyes.
That. Yeah. That was show off the rest of those because we've seen them a bunch of times.
Yeah, so target one of those monsters for something to your field, but negate its effect. Well, that's a weirdly pile of effects.
2 packs. 3 packs technically, including the one that you're opening.
Captain, Rocky, Earclops, Blitz. Oh, Live Twin.
Goes with the Live Twin cards you opened the last time you opened some Yu-Gi-Oh packs.
Yeah. Lila Treat.
Lila.
That really is just like something you'd see plastered on the internet.
Yep. Fabled Abunk. Sprind. Rocky. Knight of Armor Dragon. Warrock Gaktos is the super rare.
Just a twin club. It looks like the sort of character you'd see made in a Souls game.
Yeah, he can basically special summon when you, if you control, if you normal summon, an Earth monster, and if it's sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon 1 level 5 or higher Warrock monster from your hand or deck.
Another one of the rebellious, So.
Armor Dragon Ritual.
Oh, we got a double of one of the hollows.
Triple, you mean?
Oh, geez, I didn't spot you pulled that one in.
Breath of Acclamation.
Ooh.
Warrock Skylar. And Pendulum Encore.
So, you're not too bad on this stuff. Like I said, I'm going to put that one in my collection because...
Yeah, Virtual World's pretty cool archetype.
Obviously, I'm not really worried about the archetype. I just do like the thing. And then I put onto one of these cards the... where was it? Yeah.
Ingunar.
Yeah, because again, the artwork's quite cool.
Yeah, so these two are probably my favourites from the opening.
So, just this one myself, it just completely makes me think of the... Actually, I'll show after the end, because...
Yeah.
Just that.
We have a bunch more Blazing Vortex to open.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry, but I'll probably tidy these cards all up off stream.
Yeah.
I will put all the shinies, though, aside, because...
Lila's... The Lila one's probably pretty decent in terms of...
Like they are for now.
Yeah, Lila's pretty decent in terms of cards, because I think you'd probably want to run at least one of that one in a Live Twin deck. Because the main ones you want to play are the ones you got from Genesis Impact.
Yeah. Which gave you, most of what you need as a basis.
Yeah. I think this set comes with basically one version of Lila, one version of Kiss Kill, and then I think that's it. They might have also done other cards as well. So in terms of the first box, some interesting pulls, but nothing like spectacular in terms of value.
Oh well.
Let's see if the second box is any better.
Just flip these the other way around so easy for afterwards. The box needs to be pushed put aside.
How about you keep that one side on your...
Yeah.
And I'll keep the other side over here.
Yeah, that'll be easier.
And we can see whose side gets the better pulls.
Another Sheena. Yeah, I think this pretty much is going to be the only, at least common anyway.
Neroy, Jenkins, Unclasp, Fabled Abunk.
Oh, S-Force Justify.
Oh, that's the Link. That's the Link monster. That's like the boss monster for S-Force. That's pretty cool.
It does look pretty good. It does look pretty cool. Don't think I'm going to keep it, but it definitely is a cool looking one. I got an Armed
Dragon Trap for the Super Rare. Thunderbolt.
You're off camera.
Thunderbolts.
It fits with the Armed Dragon Thunders.
Yeah. And the rest stuff we've seen. It's hard to sort of stretch over.
Yeah.
So at the moment, you're winning.
Archer, Daigama,
Pink, Rocket.
Great Sand Sea, Goldona.
That's a good card for Springham's, but it's their essential card actually. A fourth Lufang.
Jeez.
And then all of those extras there. Yeah, that card is basically the cornerstone of the Spriggan's deck, because you discard one card from your hand to special summon a Xyz monster Spriggan's from your extra deck, and so yeah, just instantly get them out, and then you can just pile the Xyz monsters on.
Heavy metal, radiant Volstrons.
It's like reverse Xyz summoning.
Digital bug, pink. Dragoon. Oh wow, Dragoonity were here as well.
Yep. Melcaster.
Another
armor. Tri-Brigade. Oh.
I remember when these were first introduced via the dual terminal packs.
I do like Dragoonities. They're pretty cool. Spriggan's cool.
There was a field spell that went with them, which was like
Dragon Ravine.
Yeah, which I
got
did.
Banned.
Yeah, because I threw that into my deck because it was just another way of like milling.
Oh, everyone threw it into any dragon deck ever.
Yeah.
That's why it got banned.
So it was recommended for me because it was another way of getting darkness. Because a lot of like the other cards for like milling out Darkness Dragon were kind of being hit. So it was like, yeah, this means you can do it when you need it.
Yeah.
Which was basically all the time.
Yeah.
But
on Dragon Blitz.
Fairy. Captain.
S4 Showdown.
Blizzard Bear.
Leroy! Digibug Registrider.
Gigaboros
Metal
again.
Foes Vanisher.
Ooh, another.
That's
it's just like it's like the fire one, but I mean, I guess the idea is it's like an enhanced, or maybe the fire one was like an enhanced version of that.
I swear, like these are like the back cards every single time almost. Like they're all just spells and traps at the back, and they're all the same ones pretty much.
Yeah.
Or it feels like that.
You know what the super common is.
Yep.
Might as well call those a super common rarity. Dragon Blitz.
Kind of feels like at this point we should just be skipping to this middle card.
Ooh, Warrock Bashalos.
Oh. Machina Unclass.
Another one that looks like a Dark Souls boss.
It does, yeah. Spriggan's Branga and Windwitch Freezebell Ultra Rare. I do like the Windwitch archetype. So at the moment you're winning with 2 Ultra Rares and I've only opened 1. I do love S-Force Justify though. It's a cool card. Shame that the S-Force cards aren't particularly strong, but they're just interesting.
Algorithm, Bell.
There's Bell. Ping.
Oh, Azure Statue.
Pedal, Fabled Marcosia, and the array thing. The
electromagnetic rifle.
Rifle, that's it. Rifle, not ray. Where are these secret rares?
Gonna be in the last pack opened.
Or in this one that I've got right here.
Dagama.
Manojiki, Arm Dragon Blitz.
Parametal Azortless. That looks like it belonged in like the. Kind of looks like it was a Union assembly.
Yeah.
Or fusion pendulums.
Yeah, fusion pendulum.
Yeah, how the heck did fusion pendulums work?
So generally when they were destroyed in the monster zone, they would end up in the pendulum zone.
Oh yeah, there it says at the end. Yeah, because obviously it's like, how would you make a pendulum synchro? Yeah, well, a pendulum monster work as a synchro or fusion or XYZ?
Yeah.
Because they don't. You can't just place them into the pendulum zone.
The only one that doesn't exist is a pendulum link monster.
Oh yeah, and pendulum link as well.
That's the only one that doesn't
No, but I'm saying but link monsters exist. Oh yeah, because they are in the extra deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I think it would be kind of awkward because you've also got the arrows for link monsters.
Well, at least they're color coded.
I think it would be kind of interesting though if you had a link pendulum monster where then it had like arrows pointing upwards, so then it went into the pendulum zone and it pointed to those zones. That would be kind of interesting.
Or yeah, maybe like it could. I know it's weird, but like one that could like if you're like one that triggers like has its pendulum ability be you could change this monster's pendulum number to the monster opposite it. To the pendulum zone opposite.
Yeah, but then you have to kind of rely on your opponent having pendulum monsters, and they're not very popular.
Or like it just, or maybe it's okay. Maybe have it as its like link ability of the zone it's pointing to. You can select one pendulum monster and turn its pendulum level to that.
Maybe.
and just have it literally just be the arrow forward, or can only select one zone. So you really have to strategically place it, and then that does give your opponent the ability to slightly mess with your penduluming ability.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you could choose not to activate it, or it's just when this is summoned, monster it's pointing to, you copy its level to one of your 2 pendulum monsters. I don't know. It's just there is a way to work a way that a Link monster can play with pendulums.
Yeah. Ojama Pink.
Faster, Rocky.
Sprint.
Ooh.
Amalgamate. Oh, you got the dragon again.
Yeah.
Blizzard Bell and Armed Dragon Thunder level 10.
Wow. So I've got 2 on dragons.
Cover of the
set.
box. If you would like to read that.
Special summon by the effect of an armed dragon monster gains the following effects based on its attack. +1, its name becomes armed dragon level 10 plus control, cannot switch. What the heck?
It's
the first few are so easy.
It's because of Chaz's catchphrase.
Cannot be destroyed by battle.
Well, the Japanese catchphrase anyway.
1,000 plus, once per turn. You can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, target, and it gains 1,000. 10,000 plus, once per... I don't know how you're meant to get that last ability off.
I mean...
That is just ridiculous, that card.
Yeah. So, you're still winning because you've opened 2 ultras and a secret. I've opened a secret and an ultra.
Another there.
Amano Kujuki.
Another one of the Dragoons.
Leroy Branga. Amalgam and Wind Witch Chimes.
Yeah, we pulled 3 of Lu Fang in the previous set, and now we've pulled 3 of the Dragoonity Knight.
Actually, we pulled... Well, in this set.
In the last box, sorry, I mean, not set. That's kind of crazy. Each box has had 3 copies of the same one.
Yep.
Let's...
Gigaclops. Guitar.
Oh, a different one.
No, it's the same one we got before.
No, because I was thinking of pulling that one out, sorry. And Midorian.
Dupes.
Jeez. Yeah, because it happened the same time with the Dragoonity Knight as well.
It did, yeah. And
yeah, that's the one I was thinking of pulling out when I pulled that one out again. It's like, oh, hey, I didn't... Yeah. Nothing really in these packs I'm thinking of keeping.
Lightning. Sprint. Night Armor.
Another one of that.
Ooh, Platina. Springen's Watch. That's a good card for Springens. That's basically their rotor. If you know what rotor is.
No.
Reinforcement of the armor.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yeah, the abbreviation of it.
Yeah. That I do. That card is a 3 of in any Springen's deck.
Right, last packs.
I think you've won this with...
Unless you've somehow pulled something...
Some Starlight Rare or something in this pack.
And...
White Baking.
So it's in Skull Servant support.
Yeah, it's Skull Servant support.
I mean, I just saw that right up on the ability, and then look gave me the feel of that.
So we got Fable Marcosia, Guitar Gnardus, whatever's, Sprind, Parametrophos Melcaster, and... It's just the little skeleton to taunt us at the very end. For both of us.
I just find it funny, like the sheer times of pulling the exact same shiny.
Yep. Jesus.
That is hilarious. It is super, super hilarious. So.
Well, I imagine that's probably a keep in the collection. Armed Dragon Thunder level 10 being the big boss.
No, not really for me. No.
Kind of surprising.
Yeah, I mean, I never... Like, the Armed Dragons were never really the ones I ever used. It was the Horus line that I used at one point. As much as the level 8 version was a pain to bring out.
Yeah.
Like, you get that thing out, that shuts down a third of your opponent's deck, effectively.
I think it's pretty safe to say that you won that. 3 ultras and 1 secret, whilst I opened 1 ultra and 1 secret.
Where's the box for that one?
This is right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's not good. I didn't opening the whole thing up properly to display mode.
Yeah, I did it in display mode.
Yeah, because I'm now concerned a card will slide out.
Oh, it won't. Trust me, I've done that many times to boxes, and it never, affects them with cards sliding out.
Right, hold on. Just you want the bins behind you for the packets. Where? Behind you.
Oh, on the table.
Yeah. So, this one just had to be the lower box, I think, just to keep it pushed down. Yeah.
Booster pack surrounding beat. Do you want to grab your sandwiches whilst I go through them?
Hold on, before doing that, I was just going to show something. Which say was to do with this one I was keeping. I mean, people have seen this image before, but it's just. Do you want to move? Sorry, I need to get around. I need to turn around to my PC because this thing, like I said, just the design. If I just minimise on all of this, then I need to. Kind of just is like a full armoured version of Hibiki.
A little bit, yeah.
If I just hold on. Bring up hold on. Of course internet wants to be slow, like yeah, but full armoured form.
Yeah, I see it.
So I mean that's the last season version, but because they're changing over the years. I mean probably more the season 4 design. So, but yeah, it just made me think of that. Like if they just did it as a full suit of armour. So, but yeah, that's what I was thinking. There we go. Right. But yeah, that's just what I thought when I saw that.
So I guess now we're going from the surprising to the uprising.
Well, first, let's pop these.
Oh, yeah, what about Lilla? The evil twin and life force? Did you not saw those?
No.
Yeah,
So I kept, because there was only one Dryton short.
Yeah.
And then
which was the main...
The big one.
The big one.
Although Metonis was not too bad.
That's, yeah.
I
think it's Draconids is the other one.
Yeah, I mean, like, that design I just love right off the top. So, yeah. So, slide you in there. So, like I say, it doesn't have to be all shinies that I'm going to keep. There might be the odd common. I mean, I've kept a couple of commons from Pokemon and Digimon, so... Yeah, I think this is the first... Yeah, No, the Therian Reaper. Yeah, it was my first common I kept, so... Yeah, so... But yeah, that's all...
Right, time to remove the S in surprising.
I need to work out how I'm going to eat my food.
Uprising.
You know what, Ron, do you want to get out of the way for a second?
Yeah.
So I can
you wanna
wheel around to the side.
Wheel around, yeah. And then I can just sort of sit in the middle of the box.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so what happened earlier was just the carer showing up.
Would it help if I moved my bags?
No, it was more just trying not to knock that thing which is on the corner itself.
Oh yeah, the clip.
Yeah. There we go.
Right.
I think she thought she was meant to do the food for both of us. That's why she's on 2 plates, not.
That's what I was thinking. Is like, what is she trying to make it for 2 people?
Just,
Right. So that's for the position back here, isn't it?
Did she just so much for it being Marmite sandwiches? It's just literally bread and butter.
Really?
Yeah. I've been having plenty of problems since I was changed carers.
Bread and butter.
Yeah. I definitely said Marmite sandwiches, didn't
You definitely said Marmite.
Yeah.
Are you going to go into the kitchen and put some Marmite in them or something?
I'm not going to get any Marmite, I'm just going to get something else.
Yeah, fair enough.
The problem is they're already cut, which means what I want to put in doesn't really work.
Yeah. What was she thinking of when she forgot the... There we go.
Don't worry, someone thought with the Ribena, it's all pre-made. So they did me a full cup of Look, I will take shots of undiluted blackcurrant.
But
It's happened on stream before and whatnot.
But
a full-on cup of it.
A full cup of Ribena
That's too much. I mean, just a shot is rough enough itself.
Jeez.
A full-on is just no.
Right.
I guess there is a way I can get around it. Yeah, I'm just
Alright, so... Flesh and Blood Uprising. So whilst Holly's away, I'll just explain. So each pack has 16 cards in it. Usually, the first batch of cards are class cards, in which in this set are the Illusionist, Ninja, and I think Wizard.
That's gone wrong.
How's it gone wrong?
I just knocked everything that moves in the kitchen.
Oh, that's not good.
Too much physical activity and just trying to move this damn chair.
Uh,
Teacher, can I get excused, please?
You've been excused.
Thank you, I'm just going to collapse on the floor now.
Yeah,
Not a good idea when I need to be in the wheelchair.
So yeah, the first several cards in the pack should be class cards, followed then by, I think...
Just show it sideways so we don't just show any branding and whatnot. Because, yeah, I'm going to add that to my sandwich.
Turkey.
Yeah, turkey slices. Chicken, not turkey.
Yeah.
Know your poultry.
Yeah.
You failed biology.
Yeah.
You're the one that went to uni, so you should have learned your foods.
Yeah, true. Also, one interesting thing about these booster packs is that they are actually paper. They're better for the environment.
Like others start switching over to that at some point.
So if you want to feel that.
I mean, it's definitely, well, I would say it's a treated paper, but yeah. Yeah, because they can go into the recycle box after that.
So, here we go. So, we've got... Okay, so maybe I got it slightly wrong. So, we've got the generic action, Brothers in Arms. Ice action, Cold Snap. Dragonic action, Stoke the Flames. Then we got an equipment. So equipment's in Flesh and Blood. Basically, you basically have one of in a deck. Well, you don't even have it in the deck.
This is just going to.
You've just put a whole
half in each side.
Is that Jesus? Okay.
Well, look, it's.
You could have unfolded it.
Well, I would have, but then it would fill where an entire sandwich would go.
That's true, yeah.
So that's what I said. It's the problem of it already being cut.
Good point.
So I have to kind of work around that.
So you have basically one equipment of each type, and you start with them outside the game. So this is a chest piece, so you'd have it in the chest slot. And there's ones for every type of, boots. I think there's arms, there's head. And then
I like how you're looking at me while I'm struggling.
And then you've got like the weapons as well. And here's one of the first. So each pack comes with at least 2 rares. So as you can see, that's what these ones are. Generic action, and then Draconic Illusionist action, Invocation. And then you get your holo card, which in this case it's a Wizard Equipment chest piece. Is that the same as the one that I got just a few moments ago? No, the other one was generic. This is a Wizard.
It'd be kind of funny if you've got the same card in the pack.
Yeah. Also, just so that you guys can see, I don't know. There's a little. It's probably hard to see, but there's a little circle at the bottom there underneath the generic bit on that card. That denotes what rarity it is. So the grey circle means common. Then.
I mean, yeah, Pokemon have like different symbols at the bottom for rarity as well. So yeah.
Here it's blue, which denotes that it's rare. You get 2 of those. This is what a foil looks like. They're quite subtle, but they're very nice, the foiling on those. And then, so after the first batch of cards, we've got all the class cards. So Wizard, Illusionists, Ninja, Illusionist, Wizard, Draconic Ninja, Cracked Bauble, and then Phoenix Flame.
Cracked Bauble.
It's actually interesting.
No, but for like a type, it's just...
It's a token. Well, yeah, no, that's a token, you see. Yeah. It's included in booster packs to help for draft. But interestingly, that card's appeared in every set, and every set, that crack has been getting more cracked.
Yeah, because obviously you're talking about obviously the different like creature types, and then you were just like, wizard, dragonic ninja, wizard, cracked bauble. Just as if you were disappointed that you got one of that type.
Yeah. So that's just
like I said, what a monster, or what a creature type to have to exist. Cracked bauble.
Yeah. So those are those. There's
someone who makes a card game do something stupid like that, please, as your types. Just make all your creature types just really stupid names.
Yeah. So I'm going to put the foils here, rares here. I would sort through those, but there's a lot. I mean, these are... Okay, that's a token, so let's put that to one. Just put that to one side. That's also a token, so I can go over there. Yeah, we'll just put the rest of the cards there. So, next pack. There are multiple different types of rarities, some that you're not even guaranteed to get in a booster box. I mean, at the back here we've got 2 tokens, it seems. Young Hero Islander and Dragonic Illusionist Hero Young Dramai. On the backs they are weapons, because the weapons can be tokens, but then you can also get higher rarity weapons as well. So, but it's nice that they give you the characters basically as tokens, because then you can basically use the decks that you want to play, because you're getting them pretty much almost guaranteed in a box.
You don't have to pull out coins or...
No, you don't.
Whatever you want to use to fill in until...
Yeah. So we got Flameborn Retribution. Sigil of Protection.
Sorry, it just reminds me of the early days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where we would just literally have to be like,
Yeah.
This coin, these 50p coins are scapegoat tokens, the 20p coins I'm putting down are for these tokens, and... Oh, then I'm putting these dice for counter, yeah.
And look at the artwork on that. That's really nice. Silent Stilettos. Illusionist equipment.
See, that sounds like something you'd get in a loot game.
Yeah.
Silent Stilettos. They don't actually increase your stealth rating.
No, they don't. So we've got Rare here, Succumb to Winter. And another one, Sigil of Permafrost. It's an elemental wizard defense. And then we've
I'm
got...
certain I've heard that name somewhere else before. It's generic enough that it...
Yeah. But despite it not being a generic card... Skittering Sands is a foil common. Ether Dart, Brain Freeze, Sand Cover, Dust Runner Outlaw, Rake the Embers, Rebellious Rush, and Ether Hail.
I think Ether Dart's another name I've heard before somewhere. But again, it's such a common... Ether is such a common term. From somewhere, probably would have done Ether Darts or something.
Yeah. I wonder if I'll be able to show this soon or not. Excuse me. Oasis Respite, Breaking Point, Critical Strike, Quelling Robe. We've got our first rare on the pack, Rise from the Ashes. That actually looks pretty nice. Draconic Ninja card. And then Draconic Illusionist action. Invocation. Invoke Miragai. Cool. And we got a foil rare. Let's just put those down there. And Findle's Fighting Spirit. That's nice. Another Brain Freeze. Frosting. Skittering Sands. Lava Vein Loyalty.
I'm certain Skittering Sands was a card in Betrayal.
I have no idea.
It definitely sounds like one of the event cards.
Yeah, it does, yeah. Dunebreaker, Cenepi, Ether Hail, Rebellious Rush, and another token card. That's a very unusual token card. Dragons of Legend, Invocation Placeholder card. Interesting. And then Ether Ashwing, token, and also just Ash on the other side. Not the Pokemon trainer. But yeah, I think
And we are now in the new generation.
Yeah.
Well, not even just generation, the new era.
So I think I can now show off what I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
Where's the other
Yeah,
one?
well, I'm not going to.
There we go. So, in Flesh and Blood, cards appear 3 times in a set because they basically come as 3 different colours. You've got the red version, the yellow version, and the blue version. The blue version is basically the weakest in terms of power. So in this card's case, put an action card with cost 0 from their hand on top of their deck. That's what the downgrade of that is. But over here, there's 3 dots. That basically means it can be used for 3 resource for casting any card. Yellow is like the middle tier, so only 2. It's only then 2 resources for the cost of a card. But this one is a bit stronger, where it says put an action card with cost 1 or less from their hand to the top of their deck. And then red only gives 1 resource, but it tends to be the strongest. So in this card's case, it's an extra damage than that one, but it only gives 1 resource towards casting another card. Right. So yeah. So you could have a deck with 9 versions of the same card, but of different of different strengths, if that makes sense. Right. So Oasis Respite, Trade-in, Cold Snap, Silent Stilettos, Rapid Reflex for our rare, and then Succumb to Winter as another rare. Ooh, foil Draconic Action, Flame Cool Awakening. That's really nice foil there. Let's put that there. Read the Ripples, Ice Bolt, Skittering Sands, Rebellious Rush, Dust Up, Ronin Renegade, Polar Cap, Dramai once again with Waning Moon Weapon, and then Islander with Searing Emberblade on the back. You seem exhausted.
Yeah, no, that probably isn't the best thing to ever say to someone who has mobility issues.
Yeah. Probably not.
Granted, those who do the Paralympics.
Yeah. Scar for a scar.
Just keep so much energy, it destroys me.
Yeah. Okay, we got another flex. Not necessarily a good flex. It's just called flex. Findle's Fighting Spirit. So we've just got a regular rare one this time, not a foil. Foil Ronin Renegade. Ether Dart. Singe. Billowing Mirage, Lava Vein Loyalty, Skittering Sands, Cinderskin Devotion, Sweeping Blow, Phoenix Flame. Oh, there's the that's the non-young version of Dramai. Generally, you only get like one version of a non-young hero, like one version of the non-young hero in a box. So I'll get one of each adult version, but yeah, that's quite nice. Those are. There's pretty much like 2 versions of Flesh and Blood card game. There's like the young one where you have like a deck limit, and then the adult one where I don't think there is a deck limit. We've got Healing Balm, Cold Snap, Trade-in, Sash of Sandakai. Usually I keep the equipment separate, but another Fiendle's Fighting Spirit, and our first Majestic, Freezing Point. It's an Ice Fusion
Elemental Wizard action. Deal 5 arcane damage to target hero. If Freezing Point was fused, instead, deal X arcane damage.
They've done it.
They've done the... just poured the...
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
I just took a full mouthful.
Ew.
Oh boy. I need to go get water.
Yep. You kind of maybe jinxed it? I don't know. Or maybe she's just never...
That's not the one I was talking about earlier, by the way.
Right.
Who did it before?
This is someone completely different who's now also filled your cup full of pure Ribena.
Yeah. Susie would be proud.
Susie would be proud. Oh dear. Sigil of Protection is a foil. Read the Ripples, Ether Icebane, Dunebreaker Cenipai, Ronin Renegade, Embermore Cenipai, Cinderskin Devotion, Billowing Mirage, and there's Phi, Rising Rebellion, Draconic Ninja. I think that's the first time we've seen him, and it's actually in his adult form, funnily enough. That's his young form. And then that's his adult form. And then Phoenix Flame, Draconic Action. Alright, so did I take out a res? I did. Let's see what we've got on this one. Oh yeah, I should also mention that each first edition booster box comes with at least one cold foil. That generally is the money card of a box, because they're hard to get, and you know the higher the rarity of the cold foil, the more valuable it is. Generally they're of equipments, but sometimes they change it up a little bit. So we've got for our rares, Sift and Invoke Vincerakai. Jesus. Transform target Ash you control into Vincerakai. Looks like a dragon. Draconic Illusionist action. Well, it probably is a dragon if it's a draconic action. Foil Polar Cap common. Singe, Frosting, Polar Cap, Rising Resentment, Sand Cover, Dust Runner Outlaw, Skittering Sands, Ether Ashwing, Ash, Phi, and Storm of Sandakai. Oh. I destroyed that booster pack. Healing Balm, Brothers in Arms, Burn Away, Quelling Slippers. We've got Mounting Anger, and another Majestic, Insidious Chill, Ice action. So that's probably another wizard one. Insidious Chill enters the arena with 3 frost counters on it. When it has no frost counters on it, destroy it. Whenever you Ice Fuse, remove a frost counter from Insidious Chill. If you do, target hero discards a card unless they pay 2. Not bad. Oasis Respite Foil, Icebind, Frosting, Rising Resentment, Sand Cover, Dust Run Outlaw, Rake the Embers, Ether Hail, Phi, Storm of Sandakai, Frostbite, and Helios Mitir. Generic equipment head action. No, head equipment. Oh. Interesting that they did that. A player may add to their pool in any limited format. Oh, it's like a limited... Right, that makes sense. Right. So yeah, there are 2 rarities of cards that you're not guaranteed to get in a box. The first is a legendary, which I think is like every 2 boxes or every 4 boxes. And then there's Fabled, which they don't even tell you how hard those are to find. So if you find a Fable, that would be ridiculous. So our first rare is Dampen. And then we've got Eisenhowl Weathervane. Our foil is Healing Balm, common. We got Ether Icebane Singe, Cinderskin Devotion, Sweeping Blow, Sore Strike, Dust Up, Brand with Cinder Claw, Frostbite as Helios Mitaya, and then Dramai to Waning Moon. Generally the other sides of cards tend to be the same, except on a few occasions when like one class requires like a lot of copies of a card like Frostbite.
I need to clean my mouth.
It's really not gone well for you, has it?
No.
First nothing in the sandwich, then pure Ribena.
As I said, I can take a shot, but then I'm also prepared for it. Just literally going like, I need a drink. Gah, no.
Yeah. Just, at least these things probably aren't out of date. And
I mean, I only bought them a couple of days ago.
yeah, that's the only way that that could be ruined, is if they were like out of date and mouldy and stuff. What?
It'd be butter actually, because it's dairy products.
No,
So
true, yeah.
it would just turn more to butter.
Sigil of Protection, Oasis of Respite.
The last
Trade.
thing I need is more butter.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Sift and Invoke Vincerakai. We got Foil Transmogrify. That is a cool artwork, that. Oh, look at that.
It's such a dark artwork.
Yeah, it's an illusionist action. Actually goes in your deck, pretty much. That's a foil rare. Read the Ripples. Did I get the rares out? No, the rares go over there. Read the Ripples, Icebind, Rebellious Rush, Alligator, Dunebreaker Cenopai.
That just tells people the
Cinderskin
sort of
Devotion.
yogurt I'm eating,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
I'm eating bear in mind, because like adult yogurts, they've always got the bits and one I cannot eat. Which is why I just still eat like the sort of plain ones that kids get. But these are like the big pots, so big kid one.
Big kids.
But yeah, because again, I have to be careful with what I eat. So
Yep. Alright. Still haven't found...
besides, plus as it says on the top, I'll colour the brand up, though people already recognise. Good for your immune system. So there, I'm being healthy. Don't judge me. I know people already have anyway, but yeah, like I care really on that front.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be the only person that does this.
Probably not.
I mean,
Engulfing
how many
Flame
parents probably, when they wanted something quick, have raided their kids' food?
right next to each other. Look. That was right next to each other.
Yeah.
Polar Cap, Dust Up, Soaring Strike, Sweeping Blow, Brand of Cinderclaw, Phoenix Flame, and the Dragons of Legend Invocation placeholder card. So, I don't know how many packs we've gone through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11?
Out of
30.
strap in, everyone. You're in for the long haul. And there you are. I'll take my own advice.
Strap in.
There. I don't know if that actually came up into the...
I mean, you'll need it if I end
If
up...
you go quiet, I'll try this as loud as possible.
Yeah.
Ow!
I have no idea if that was the audible or not.
I don't know either, but there, that was me strapping in anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you'll need to strap in if I end up getting some Fable or a Cold Foil Legendary B, because then I'm gonna be like all over this place.
I haven't actually had this, 2 letters that go in a row when I've had these things.
Well, we did get a Legendary. I don't think it's Cold Foil, it looks like Rainbow. But that's cool. Tiger Stripe Shuko. Ninja Equipment Arms. Damn. So we got a Majestic and a Legendary in the same pack. That is really cool. So the Majestic is Thor. Not the legendary god or the Marvel character, but T-H-A-W. This
Thoring it.
Yeah. It's a draconic action. While Thor is in your graveyard, at the start of your turn, you may banish it and choose one. Destroy target Frostbite, destroy target Ice Infliction, or unfreeze target Frozen card. Well, it's in the name, Thor.
Yeah.
So makes sense. And then obviously we got the legendary ninja equipment, Tiger Stripe Shuko. The second attack action card with 2 or less base, that's sort of like the power of a card, you play each turn has +1, and damage that would be dealt by this cannot be prevented. Whoa. And then Blade Break, basically. If a combat chain closes, if this defended, which the defense symbol is the shield there, it would get destroyed. So, but dang, that's pretty cool. Put that there to keep it separate. Brain Freeze, Ether Dart, Ether Hail, Billowing Mirage, Rising Resentment, Ember Maw, Senepai, Soaring Strike, Dragons of Legend placeholder, and then that. Oops.
Yeah, try not to make a mess.
Yep.
Not that I don't have much of it.
Just gonna bring this forward a bit. Holding up cards actually hurts your back, as it turns out.
Yeah, as someone who has to live trying to in a position with a bad back and whatnot.
Yeah.
Welcome to how I have to deal with every day.
Yep. Right, so we've got Breaking Point, Critical Strike, Brothers in Arms, Conduit of Frostburn, First Rare Strategic Planning. We've got a Majestic, Double Strike, Ninja Action. When Double Strike's Chain Link resolves, banish it, and you may play it to this combat. Chain. If you do, it loses this ability, and this card has go again. And then we got a foil rare Draconic Action Attack, Rise Up. Nice. And then all these cards again, which you've seen many times already because they appear quite often. Alright. Definitely at least halfway into the box now, but I'm glad I got at least a legendary. Even though it's not like a cold foil legendary, I'm glad at least I got one legendary, because it's hard to get them as it is. So, Rise from the Ashes rare, and then Invoke Uvia. Uvia. Yeah, that's how you say that. Cinderskin Devotion foil common. And a bunch of these. I'm just sort of skipping everything apart from like the rares now and the foil, because I mean I was skipping them before quite a bit anyway, but now I'm just sort of skipping because they've all been sort of seen. So if I wanted to do the things at the back, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4 to the back, right? No. It's 5, 6, 7 to the back. Because then the rares and the foil will be at the back. So then it's more of a surprise, and then I'm not just shuffling through cards that don't matter. Scar for a Scar. No, those still aren't it. Engulfing Flame Wave. Rare. Findle's Fighting Spirit. And foil Cold Snap. I probably should take those tokens out. 1,
Yeah, probably
2.
should. Oh, I've got to have Dawn of Majesty sitting in the pile.
And Lightning Overdrive as well.
Yeah, but I like the cover monster for Dawn of Majesty.
I'm pretty sure this is a first edition box. Is this first edition or is this unlimited? I'm pretty sure it's first edition because I think the symbols for first edition tend to be, you know, the rarity symbols, they tend to be fully filled in as opposed to unlimited where the symbols not fully filled in. But yeah.
Just a
Flex, Invoke Uvia, and Lava Vein. So put those to one side. There we go. Over there.
Just a tease for next month. There's a quick advertising break. What are these?
Who's that Pokemon?
Times 3.
Da-da-da.
Have to wait till next month's opening to find out what they are. Although I think 90% of people probably work out what they are.
Probably. Most likely.
You probably know what they
I
are.
probably know what they are. I'm guessing there's a certain
big card to go with them.
Who's that Pokemon?
Do.
Again, stay tuned for next month on these. There's definitely one person who knows what these are. Because they're the one who gave them to me.
Cinder Skin Devotion, Hail Ether, Dust.
Don't think I'll have a Scarlet and Violet ETB for that. Much I want to open that one.
To winter.
So I've got a Go ETB and I've got 3 Go balls to open, so I probably will just do the Pokemon Go stuff.
Take the Tempo Majestic. Another ninja card. How many ninjas? I've got 2 ninjas.
Ninja.
Yeah. I got 2 ninja cards. I got 1 Draconic Majestic. I got 1 Ice Majestic, and then I got 1 Elemental Wizard Majestic. I think generally with Majestics it tends to vary quite a bit in what you get. Can be like I've had boxes where I've had like 4 Majestics, and then I've had ones where they've had like 12.
Can you just pass my folder over, please? And pop it back.
Yep, there you go.
Thank you. Sorry, try and tidy up a little bit of space.
Yeah. Interestingly, I've not had a foil Majestic yet. Usually I end up with like 1 or 2 foil Majestics from a box, but this time I haven't had any yet. I say yet, because it'll probably be in like either this one or the next one. So, Sigil of Permafrost, Red Hot, and then Foil Flex. So 3 rares in that pack. And then those. Let's put that there. Almost out of packs actually.
Where the boxes are packed.
Yeah. Let's put that over there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if this is an unlimited box, then there won't be a cold foil. If it is, there's still a cold foil in these 6 packs somewhere.
And if for some reason there's a packing error...
That would be very unusual. Alright, anyway, those 2 aside. So, Glacial Horns, Engulfing Flame Wave, Majestic Semblance. Negate all phantasm-triggered effects of target illusionist attack you control. The attack loses and cannot gain phantasm. And then we've got Foil Critical Strike. That actually looks really nice, that foil. Like, the only bits that foil are like the armor and the blood splatter on it. I don't know if that's visible. That's pretty cool. Hey, oh, look at that. Foil. So then, all of those. So, 5 packs left. If there's no cold foil, I'll guess this is a unlimited box, and the cold foil probably would have been the legendary. Because usually that is a cold foil, those ones. Common foil, 2 rares, put those there. A bunch more commons, Jeremiah, Ether, bit. 4 packs left. I would be surprised if an unlimited print of this was already out. But then again, it was like half a year ago maybe that this came out, so...
Yeah, considering... When did you buy it?
Just now. Well, yesterday.
Yeah, so it's highly likely it probably is unlimited.
Could be, but usually that would specify if it's unlimited or not. But I can't really tell with this.
Pass the box.
Yeah, there you go. Because there's not really any tell, I think, on the packet. Anyway. I mean, the usual tell is the symbols, the rarity symbols, where if it's an unlimited one, the rarity symbol colour is more of a circle as opposed to a fully filled in.
Yeah, nothing on the box to say what it is. Whether it's first or unlimited.
Yeah. Well, 2 packs left. No cold foil yet. I mean, there should be one. Tide Flipper, Mountain Anger, Strategic Planning, and then that's a normal foil, not cold foil. Yeah, Silken. So there goes that. So I'll definitely have to look over them if the last pack doesn't have one. Maybe it's just been teasing me this whole time and the last pack does actually have cold foil in it though. Let's see, what's it got? No, no cold foil. How odd. I thought they would usually have cold foils in them, so maybe this is a unlimited box? I'll have to look that up at some point. But, at the very least, I did get a legendary. Which is nice. Tiger Stripe Shuka. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. Yeah, that's the box opening of Flesh and Blood. So we got 6 Majestics in total, no foils. We've got 7 foil rares. Bunch of rares, obviously. Commons, foil commons. Right. So, how do you normally exit out of...
Getting you to perform a song and dance. I mean, I can't get too many of my controls at the minute.
Alright, yes. I'll just move that out of the way.
Yes, the moment you forget that you're at a place where a wheelchair needs to get around. Just need to dangle a little bit of bar of chocolate or something in front of me right now. Literally, I'm trying to push myself forward and it's not moving. Who needs a treadmill for exercise when literally I can't move myself? Alright. I'm not going to worry about having to... Right. Oh boy, what a day. I do not know why that was. So I'm trying to reset some stuff.